Oh,
Yep. Oh, dude, we're right. So much food.
yes. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to all the students here in our Google Meet. So we have here Miss Escoriaga, Miss Makam, Mr. Perida, Miss Arahan, Miss Abule, and Mr. Alejo discussing the continuation of our chapter 3, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, and also to all the students on our live. Good afternoon po. So I will be sending the link of our attendance sa live po natin. So please make sure that you answer or you submit your attendance for my records also. Okay? Good afternoon, Ms. Perez, Barbarona, Laot. Sila pa lang nakikita ko sa live natin. Okay. Kunin ko lang yung link ng attendance nyo. One moment, please. So please, as you will notice, if your name on the live has this on blue and has a parang wrench or tool, so it means you are one of the moderator of this live. So you can comment, send link or whatsoever. What else you can do? Basta I make sure that all my students are in watching this live is one of the moderators. So if wala po kayong if your name is not on blue, it means you're not yet moderator. Please notify me so that I can make you one of the moderators. Okay? So, oops. So I will be sending the link. Ayan, ano na lang po, sagot na lang po, and then kindly chat present or done if you are done submitting your attendance. Okay? So I'll just wait for your response. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our class. Okay. And also, guys, if you don't mind hitting the thumbs up button sa ating live, please do. Thank you. I will really appreciate that. And also make sure that you secure a screenshot of our live that your name is included on that screenshot so that you have a documentation that you are attending our class for today. Okay? But you don't necessarily need to submit it or submit it to me or send it to me, but if you want to, wala din naman pong problema sa akin. You can send it also, and yeah, para lang din meron tayong reference sa ating messenger. Well, I don't mind having those. Okay lang if you will not send it, basta in the event lang that there will be if you think that there is a discrepancy on your grade or mababa yung grade nyo or baka hindi na sabihin nyo bakit ganito lang yung grade ko, ganyan, at least you have proof of attendance and also yung mga scores ng ating mga quizzes, exams na sinesend ko sa inyo, make sure you have your screenshot also. Okay, para kung magkaroon man ng discrepancy, but I don't think it will magkakaroon ng discrepancy kasi accurate naman yung records ko as of this prelim. Okay, as I said, nung nag-chat ako sa ating GC, I sent those students na pasado as during our prelim exam. So that includes again your prelim examination, the one quiz that we had, the quiz 1, kasi yung quiz 2 po, I wasn't able to check it, na late po. So hindi ko muna siya sinama sa computation and I put an temporary grade of 90 for your attendance and your attitude. So that yung nag-come up or nag-compute yung grading sheet ko ng ganon. So again, congratulations to the top students na nandoon sa list na binigay ko. Keep it up, guys. And to those na nasa tres, okay, so medyo kailangan po natin, if you want to have a better grade, mag-aral po tayo. Okay? And to those naman po na wala dun sa list ko, so it means hindi nyo po na-reach yung tres na grade. But it doesn't mean na bagsak na kayo hanggang finals. Okay? So, most likely, sila po yung mga hindi nakapag-take ng quiz, na quiz 1, no? Hindi nakapag-take ng prelim, or kung sa tingin niyo naman po, kayo po ay nakapag-take naman ako ng prelim, nakapag-take naman ako ng quiz 1, pero I believe you know to yourself that you did not reach the passing grade. That's why ganun po yung naging grade. Hindi po kayo nakasama dun sa tres na grade. Okay, so that it means that you have to improve your studies. Okay? Kung may mga hindi po naiintindihan, I am very much willing to help you. Kung meron po kayong hindi naiintindihan sa lessons po natin, you can send me a PM para po ma-assist kayo. Since I am your advisor, no? Chat nyo lang po ako. Okay? So, without further ado, let's continue our discussion for today. So this is the continuation of chapter 3, role of tourism. Okay, and please the group 3, which will be discussing chapter 4, I believe, please be ready. Okay, kasi po ay kayo na po ang susunod right after this discussion. Okay, so Ms. Esquariaga.
Everyone, so this is the continuation of chapter 3, role of tourism. So let's start in the tourism activities. So we have seen that tourism is an act of a travel of recreation and leisure. To create opportunities for recreation and leisure, the tourism promoters get tourists by with offering the following attractions. The next slide. first is the amusement park. So, amusement park are multi-million-dollar centers of amusement. The Disney World and Legoland in Los Angeles, California, or the Apu Gar in New Delhi are shining example of popular fun sport. So, very familiar naman po tayo sa amusement park. So, I hope na lahat naman po tayo nung high school and senior high is nakasama sa mga field trip. So, ang last destination po tuwing field trip is mga amusement park. So, ang
Okay,
example po yan,
can we ask our students in the live? So that's one of the ways we can communicate. I can see all the comments in the live and those students na participating to our discussion, no, Mr. Perida. So we can ask our classmates to mostly yung mga i-discuss natin today. So we can ask example of this, for example, the amusement park. We can ask our students or our classmates in the FB Live for their participation. Okay, Mr. Perida?
sige sir.
Okay.
So, here in our country, we have some example of amusement park. So, for yung mga nanonood po sa YT, pa-comment na lang po yung mga example ng amusement park here dito po sa ating bansa.
Sige, please proceed, Mr. Perida.
So, ang nakikita niyo po example is the Disney World. And the next po is the Legoland in the California. And the next po is the Apu Gar in the New Delhi. Next po is Aquaria. Aquaria is an example yun pa. Aquaria is a park where fish are preserved for display. So obviously naman po, mga marine animals pong inaalagaan or pinipreserve dito. Kadalasan po ang inaalagaan o pinipreserve dyan is yung mga endangered species na para hindi po sila tuluyang ma-extinct. So inaalagaan po sila dyan para ma-preserve. So dito po sa ating bansa, mayroon din po mga example ng establishment na aquaria. Pa-comment na lang din po sa live ni Sir sa YT yung mga example.
Yes, so we have, okay, I will just read those students that sent their examples. Misikan, Enchanted Kingdom, Kanta, Montajes, si Miss Escanio, she said Sky Ranch. Star City is also one for Miss Basalio. And Son, yan, easy daw sabi ni Miss Tercolina. EK daw pala. Alright, so Sky Ranch is the very is the nearest amusement park here in our location. Okay, and next is Aquaria. Aquaria is ano bang pinakamalapit? The Manila Ocean Park, I think.
Apo sir, yun po.
Yes, the Manila Ocean Park. Sino una nagsabi nun? Ocean Park lang, sabi ni Miss Kia Ramirez. Ayan. Okay. Mr. Perida, please proceed.
Another example po doon sa Aquaria is yung Ocean Adventure in Subic Bay.
Correct. Yeah.
Ayun po.
Have you tried experiencing those tourist attraction, Mr. Perida?
Hindi sir, na-search ko lang.
Na-search mo lang. Okay. Kahit dito sa sa Manila Ocean Park, hindi pa rin.
Anong field trip po?
Ayong field trip. At least you experience. Alright. Moving forward, please.
Next po is art museums and galleries. So this is a huge attraction for art lovers. So the example of that is the Tate Gallery in London or the Louvre in Paris are good example.
Okay, it's Mr. Perida, it's Louvre.
Apo.
Louvre.
Yeah,
the Louvre.
Example.
Okay.
So, ang nakikita po sa loob ng mga art museums and galleries is yung mga paintings and sculptures na gawa ng mga sikat na personalities.
Not
So,
just not just personalities, but they are artists. We call it.
Apo.
Okay?
So may mga examples din po ng mga art museums and galleries dito po sa ating bansa. And paki-comment na lang din po sa live ni Sir sa YT.
Okay, how about you, Mr. Perida? Can you mention one art museum or galleries?
The Ateneo Art Gallery, sir.
Okay. So, sa Tagaytay actually meron din. May art museum doon sa Orlina Museum. So, si Orlina is one of the, I think, national artist na rin ng Philippines. No? So, siya po ay expert on the of curving stones, like parang jade stone siya. Pero marami din siyang mga sculpture niya ng jade stone. Okay, next please.
Next is beaches. The bright sun and the clear sparkling sea have attracted people to beaches, making such sports major leisure time tourism attractions. The beaches of Goa and Kerala are famous in India. The white beaches of Hawaii, Spain, France, and Florida are legendary. So, very familiar naman po tayo sa mga beaches kasi nandito po tayo sa Pilipinas. So, ang dami pong pwedeng gawin na mga activities sa beach, like mga water sports. Napakarami po nila na hindi ko na po i-mention. So, next po is casinos. So, casinos were made famous by Las Vegas, which produced a gambling paradise in the middle of the desert. Not only those Las Vegas boasts of the largest hotels in terms of rooms in the world, but also a multi-billion-dollar industry. So, mas malaki pong perang ginagastos para maitayo yung ganitong industry. Kung i-compare po natin siya sa amusement park. Kung sa amusement park po kasi is multi-million, dito po sa casinos is multi-billion dollar. So this is the establishment na legal po yung gambling or yung sugal. So kadalasan din po nakikita natin dito yung mga taong nagwawaldas ng pera and yung mga sinasabi nyo nga pong mafia boss.
Okay.
So
Alright,
next
so
point.
dito sa ating dito sa Philippines, what are the famous or well-known casinos na pwede mong ibigay na example, Mr. Perida? Do you know one?
Hindi ko sir na-search.
Hindi mo na-search. Okay, so meron tayong may mga tumulong sa yung mga students sa ating live. Si Miss Cabello Okada, that's one, very good. Soler, Miss Barbarona, and Okada. Resorts World Manila, sabi ni Mr. Sarmiento. Yan, that's also one. City of Dream or COD. Hindi lang yung basta cash on delivery ha. Sabi ni Mr. Garabiles. Pagcor Casino. Yan, pwede rin yan. Okay, what else? Yeah, that's most more popular na mga casinos here in our Casino Philippines one also na meron din sa Tagaytay. Okay? Alright, thank you very much guys for participating in our discussion. Okay, Mr. Perida, please.
So, next is castle and forts. Castle and forts of ancient times have been strong attraction all over Europe and India. Not only are their architectures unique, but they also give good peek into ancient civilization. So, mga bata naman po tayo, familiar naman po tayo sa Disney cartoon movie. So, lagi pong napipictured yung mga kingdoms. Pero what if naman po sabihin natin yung castle? Ano po ba yung castle and fort? So when we say castle, ito yung structure where you see the noblemen or the royalty lives. Diyan po sila nakatira. And doon po sa forts, ito po yung wall ng castle na occupied lang po only by troops. Nai-gets naman po, no?
Okay, so that is the difference, no? Castle and forts. Okay? Na diniscuss ni Mr. Peride. Castle where the king and queens nested or where they live. Okay, yung mga forts naman po, dun yung mga troops kung saan sila nagbabantay for the safetyness of the kingdom, for the safetyness of their king and queens and the royal families. Tama ba, Mr. Perida?
Opo, sir.
Okay, so we have example in the sabi ni Mr. Basilio, Fantasy World in Lemery, Batangas. Actually, I've seen it pero I haven't got the chance to enter that Fantasy World in Lemery, Batangas. But I think it's I don't know if it's still operating, most especially this time of pandemic. But I think even before the pandemic happens, I think hindi sila nag-ooperate talaga ng full blast. I don't know why. I wasn't able to check or to know. Okay, next, please.
Next is forest. A hot topic in most nations that work hard to preserve them. Deforestation has led to change the ecosystems, threatening the planet. To tourists, they promote mass relationship with natures. So, yun nga po, no? Sabi po dito, all nations daw po is pinapreserve or pinoprotektan halos lahat ng forest. So, ang big example po natin ng forest is yung Amazon forest, the biggest rainforest in the world. So, hindi lang po Brazil ang nagpoprotekta sa Amazon kung saan ito makikita, kundi maraming bansa din po in organization.
Okay. So, again, ang Amazon forest po, saang country ulit siya, Mr. Perida?
Sa Brazil po, sir.
Brazil. Okay, baka mamaya maligaw kayo, sabihin nyo sa US ang Amazon, ha? Okay, next, please.
So, this part will continue by Mr. Alejo.
Yan, sir. Good afternoon po.
Good afternoon, Mr. Alejo.
Next is garden and parks. Preserve nature in an ornamental way. They are great attraction to the public who find islands of nature in concrete cities. They are great source of attraction to a night market of garden enthusiasts also. So dito po sa gardens and parks, sa lugar na po to, marami po kasi pumupunta dito dahil po maganda po yung mga tanawin nila. Tapos presko din po yung yung hangin, talaga pong makakapag-relax ka po.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos next is heritage railways. Are unique tourist attractions with the exit of the steam engine enterprising states have showcased them as novel sites of yesteryear. India, with a rich heritage of the railways, has created the Rail Museum in New Delhi, which is popular tourist attraction. So sa heritage railways naman po, yung mga lumang rails at anything about po sa train, ginagawa din po siyang tourist attraction. Siyempre po, gustong-gusto ng mga turista puntahan yung mga ganyan dahil wala na po siya ngayon. So, steam engine pa po kasi dati. Meaning, pinapatakbo po yung mga train gamit yung steam. Yung steam po, yung usok na mainit kapag kumukulo ang tubig. Then, ayan po yung example ng museum sa India.
Okay, so yung steam engine na sinasabi, kung if you are familiar with the mga cartoon or mga sinaunang mga pelikula na merong scene sa train, yung mga nilalagyan ng uling, no, that's one example of the steam train. Okay, so ganun mano-mano. But ngayon kasi it's electric na, di ba? So ngayon naging modernized na yung mga trains natin. So ngayon yung mga sinaunang train ginawa na lang siyang museum. Okay? Next please.
Next po. Next is hiking trails. Are popular with backpackers, school and college group. We find purpose-built trails through mountain, forest, and fields. So sa hiking trails po, sabi dito, yung mga sikat na mga backpackers tsaka school and college group. Tapos nakakahanap po sila ng mga sinasadyang bagay. Then sinadya pong gawin yung trails para sundan ng sinadya pong gawin yung trails upang sundan yung mga mountain tapos forest and fields para di po tayo maligaw o mapahamak.
Okay. So yung mga ayan, very popular yan din dito sa Philippines, no? Sa atin. Especially here in our region for A. And marami niyan sa sa Batangas, 'di ba? Maraming bundok sa Batangas na may mga hiking trails. So they can go to the path na pwede nilang sundan and para makapunta sila dun sa peak. So guys, can you give example of the hiking trails na alam nyo mostly dito sa Philippines, not only in Batangas, na usually na pinupuntahan ng mga tourists? Okay, hintayin natin yung mga answers nila. Mount Pulag in Benguet. Yan, sabi ni Mr. Basalio. Banao? Saan yung Banao? Mount Batulao, that's also one example. Banawe Rice Terraces. Meron bang hiking trails doon? I haven't been there. I'm not sure, so if you say so. And what else? Sagada, that's also one. Mount Ulap, yan yung mga Mount Batulao Loop in Alfonso Cavite, sabi ni Miss Rase. Yan. And then Puro in Rizal, sabi ni Miss Laut. Okay. Alright. Thank you so much for participating. Don't worry guys, nababasa ko yung mga comments niyo, and by reading your comments, natatandaan ko yung mga nagpa-participate. And this chat box na to ay recorded din sa ating pag in-upload, or automatic naman siya once na mag-end yung live, ma-upload siya sa YouTube para pwede nating balikan. So makikita ko pa rin yung mga nagpa-participate sa ating live. Alright? So Mr. What's his name again? Alejo? Mr. Alejo, please proceed.
Next po. Historic houses and palaces definitely are a major attraction in countries with a royal past. Many of them have been turned into hotels to give the tourists a stay as the royal did. In India, we have many famous palaces including the Umaid Bhawan Palaces in Jodhpur, Rambagh Palaces in Jaipur, Mysore Palaces, and etc. So sabi po dito sa historic houses and palaces, major attraction daw po siya, meaning tourist attraction kasi yung mga makakasaysayan pong palasyo, kino-convert po nila sa hotels
Mhm.
para po sa mga kilalang tao. Like
Okay,
yung
okay,
hari at reyna.
Yes, correct. Excuse me. Not only kino-convert siya into a hotel or accommodation. Okay, not all. But also, some palaces are kino-convert into a museum. Okay, para din, kasi nga, it's a historical place. Okay, so that ginagawa nilang tourism attraction. Okay? Oh, how about here in the Philippines, Mr. Alejo, can you give example of palaces?
Wala akong idea, sir.
Ha? Why wala kang idea? Malacanang Palace, sabi ni Miss Rase. Okay, but Malacanang Palace is for the residency of our president. Okay? Pero pwede din yan. It's one of the palaces of the Philippines. Mr. Rase, Mr. Alejo, why you don't know an example? You should know an example. Okay? Rizal Shrine, sabi ni Mr. Basilio. Yan. Aguinaldo Shrine, sabi ni Miss Salimbao. Yan. Yan po yung mga example. The Marcos Palace in Ilocos. Yan. Las Casas Filipinas de Acuzur. Santo. White House in Baguio. Yan. Ano yun? Yan, White House in Baguio. Intramuros. Intramuros, pwede rin. Yes. Quezon Heritage House. Yan. Luneta. Bakit may Luneta? Hindi po palasyo ang Luneta, ha? Okay. Henry Hotel Manila, Palacio de Memoria, Santo, Vigan. Okay. Alright. So, wala na akong nakikitang sige. Alright. Mr. Alejo. So, buti na lang meron kang mga classmates na nagpa-participate sa ating discussion. So, please. So, yung mga historic houses and palaces, usually, yung mga, for example, one good example is the Aguinaldo Shrine. Aguinaldo Shrine in Kawit. Okay? So, doon unang winagayway ang bandera ng Pilipinas at doon po nakatira ang the first president of the Republic of the Philippines, which is si Emilio Aguinaldo. Okay, that's one good example. All right. So, Mr. Alejo, please proceed. Dami na nagsabi dito sa sa live natin. Ikaw Mr. Alejo. Yun, may nag-chat na sa'yo. Ano? Okay, sige. Basahin na lang natin yung mga nasa FB Live natin. So, kauna-unahang nag-message si Albert Villamor, Taal Lake. Lakes? Isa lang. Lake lang. Okay? Nag-iisa lang ang Taal Lake natin. Laguna Lake, that's also one. And the 7 lakes in San Pablo. If you are familiar with that, the 7 lakes in San Pablo. Well, 2 lakes among the 7 ang familiar ako, which is the Sampaloc Lake na ginawa nila or kinonvert nila into a park. So nilagyan nila ng daan or road sa pagitan, not sa pagitan, sa gilid ng lake. Okay? So that yung pwedeng mamasyal at magbike around the lake. So Sampaloc Lake is the biggest lake among the 7 lakes in San Pablo. And then the next one is Palakpakin Lake where we live. So may bahay kami doon sa Sampaloc Lake. So every time na may may magbabakasyon, so we can go there and do some fishing, mag-iihaw ng fresh na tilapia and so on. Okay? Meron pang nagbigay ng example, the Twin Lakes. Saan tong Twin Lakes na to? Mr. Kanta. Baka sinasabi itong Twin Lakes sa Tagaytay ha. Okay? But I think hindi pa tapos yung Twin Lakes na to. But the second lake, the Twin Lakes na tinutukoy sa Twin Lakes in Tagaytay, okay, is the Taal Lake and the man-made lake na ginawa ng developer. I think it's hindi Splendido eh. I can't remember the developer ng Twin Lakes. Okay, but yeah, pwede na rin. Lake Apo, okay. Lake Lanao, sabi ni Miss Perez. Kayangan Lake, Lake Lanao, Lake, Nauhan Lake. Yan. Nauhan Lake, I am not familiar. Ayan, and so on. So, Crater Lake. Okay. Lake Cebu. Sabi ni Mr. Rex Diente na hindi nyo naman classmate, tapos nandito siya. Alright, so nasa PowerPoint presentation ni ni Mr. Alejo ay ang Nainital Lake in India. Okay? Please proceed, Mr. Alejo.
Next is monasteries, cathedrals, temples, and shrines have always fascinated people of respective faiths, especially. So, ito naman po yung mga simbahan or temples na pinupuntahan ng mga turista po.
Okay. So, yan. Very
example.
Ano yung example mo? Saan yan, Mr. Alejo?
Sir?
Saang cathedral or temple or shrine ito? Yung nasa picture mo. Ayan, so guys, if you're going to give an example ng mga tourism activities, okay, make sure na alam nyo kung saan ito. Okay? Kasi it's part of your knowledge, okay, and it's part of your report also. Okay? So for example, yung Baraswain Church in Bulacan, Malolos, Bulacan. Yan. And marami pa. Like for example, the Manila Cathedral. Yan. What else? Our Lady of Remedies Parish. Okay. So, make sure that if you give an example, you know where this tourism activity or tourism attraction is. Okay? So, later I will give instructions on your next activity, what you will do for your next activity. Okay? Please proceed, Mr. Alejo.
Next. Ayan po. We have monastery, cathedral, white church, shrines and temples in Japan.
Ayan. So, pakibalik ka po yung slide. Ayan. So, itong white church, ayan. For example, white church in ganito kasi I am not familiar with the monastery. Okay? So, hopefully next mga examples niyo po ay mayroon kayong alam nyo kung saan not really exactly where your example is, but at least the country or the province. Okay? Shrines and temples in Japan. I've been in Japan once. So, ang dami talaga nilang temples there. Okay, for example, the Osaka Himeji Castle. Okay? Sa Japan 'yon. Sa Osaka Temple. Yan. Sa Osaka 'yon. Ganun lang naman yung mga ano nila yung mga name ng temples nila sa Japan. So marami din kaming visit na temples in Japan when we have had the tour there. Okay, so please Mr. Alejo, just make sure that if you're going to give an example, make sure you know where this example is located, okay?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, next.
Monuments and memorials. The Taj Mahal in Agra is a monument that is wonder of the world. The Indian Gate in New Delhi, built by Erwin in 1931 to commemorate the Indian soldier who died in World War I. And the Afghan wars is an example of a memorial. The Rajghat, a memorial to Mahatma Gandhi, is another great example. The ancient tombs and palaces are also great monuments and memorials. So dito naman po sa monuments and memorials, yung Taj Mahal po, isa siyang monument and kasama siya sa wonder of the world. Tapos yung Indian Gate na tinayo po ni Erwin noong 1931 sa New Delhi is para maalala yung mga soldiers na namatay noong World War I. Tapos yung Afghan War, example po siya ng memorial. Tapos yung Rajghat, tapos po yung Rajghat, example din po siya ng memorial. Then yung ancient tombs and palaces or mga libingan at kabaong, example din po siya ng monuments and memorials.
Okay. Alright, so we have examples of
Ayun po yung example.
monuments and memorials. Ayan. So, the
Yan po.
Rizal Monument. Ayan, yung Luneta. Yung Rizal Monument or Rizal Monument. And Luneta Park. Yan, that's one. Bonifacio and the Katipunan Monument. Sige nga, saan natin makikita ang Bonifacio Shrine? Or Bonifacio Monument. Can anyone know?
Caloocan, sir.
Caloocan, meron? Fort Bonifacio, baka yun yung sinasabi mo. Actually, meron din dito sa sa Indang. May Bonifacio Shrine, nandun yung Bonifacio Shrine or yung monument ni Bonifacio. Yung way papuntang, yung parang may maliit, hindi na maliit, pero way papuntang Amadeo, shortcut siya. So, nasa maliit na sulok lang, or basta it's also along the road na makikita mo. Okay? Sabi ni Misikan, sa Indang po. Yan, sa Indang nandun siya. Okay? I don't know if he really nested there. Or nandun talaga yung labi niya, but hindi ko lang din sure kasi hindi ako taga Indang. Okay? Anyway, so let's proceed, Mr. Alejo.
Next is mountain. like the Himalayas, Rockies, Alps, and the Andes, have always attracted tourists for both recreation and leisure. Hardcore mountaineers have found their challenges in climbing Mountain Everest in Nepal or the Matterhorn in Switzerland. Hill resorts are popular spots to run away from searing heat of summer or ski the slope in winter. So dito naman po sa mountain like Himalayas, Rockies, Alps and the Andes, lagi daw po siya nakaka-attraction sa mga turista
Mhm.
para sa kanilang recreation and leisure. Like different outdoor activities. Yung mga taong mahilig po sa mountaineering ay nakakahanap ng mga challenges sa pag-akyat sa Mount Everest sa Nepal at iba pang matataas na mountain. Yung hill resort naman po, sikat po siya na spot para tumakas or mag sky to the slope in winter po. Yun po.
Okay. Okay, do you have any okay, so a lot of your classmates are really participating, so they have examples of mountains. One are in Mount Canlaon, Laot, Mount Pinatubo, Mount Maria Makiling, Mount Panamaw, okay, Mount Banahaw, what's Mount Iraya, okay. Sige, just keep all your examples guys kasi gagawin nating activities yung mga examples nyo na yan, okay. And balay nyo, isama ko din siya sa gagawin nating quiz later on. Okay? Mr. Alejo, please proceed.
Ang susunod po na magre-report sir si Miss Abule po.
Okay.
Good afternoon po, sir. Okay
Good
po ba yung
afternoon.
mic ko?
Yes.
So, yun po. Museums preserve the rich heritage in arts and artifacts of country. There are a huge attraction in urban tourism. Non-traditional museums have come to stay, such as Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, or Imperial War Museum in London. So, sa museum po, pamilyar naman po tayo dun, di ba? Dito po, pinipreserve yung mga collection ng arts and artifacts po sa isang bansa. Or example po, nung World War II, yung mga ginamit po doon, dito po nila pinipreserve at kung ano pa pong historical object. Example po dito po sa bansa natin, National Museum of Fine Arts po. Dito po natin makikita yung historical masterpiece, like po nung ginawa ni Jose Rizal na Noli Me Tangere, tapos po other cultural legacy po. Tapos isa pa pong example is National Museum of Anthropology. Dito naman po natin makikita yung mga furniture na ginamit nung kapanahunan pa po nung last decades pa po. So, yun lang po, sir. Next.
Okay.
Nature reserve are those ecology-led retreats where nature along with its flora and fauna is perceived to keep nature balance as well as give tourists an experience of pristine nature. The rainforests of the Amazon are declared nature reserve. So, sa nature reserve po, dito naman, pinoprotektahan po natin yung isang lugar para po ma-maintain yung ganda at original po ng lugar na yun, kung ano pa po meron dito. Isa pong example dito is yung Amazon rainforest po na may tinatayang 2.5 million species na nakatira po dito. Sa
Okay.
Philippines naman, yung example po natin dito is marami po yung mga mountains natin, volcanoes, like yung Chocolate Hills, rainforests po. Tapos kung ano po man po yung mga Taal volcano, yun po. Next. So yan po yung example.
So that is the Amazon rainforest. Dito sa Philippines, anong alam nyo na rainforest natin? Biggest rainforest in the Philippines. Do you know what?
Luzon rainforest, sir.
Luzon rainforest. Where is that? Ayun, nakita ko na yung alam ko. La Mesa Watershed Nature. So that is one of the nature reserve natin. Okay? So meron pa nagsagot ng Lamao Forest Reserve in Bataan. Ayan. Ganun dapat ayan. Thank you, Miss Joshua po. Mr. Degit. Yan. Ganun dapat magbigay ng ito. Ipipin natin yung comment ni Mr. Degit. Mr. Degit. Lamao Forest Reserve in Bataan. Yan. Palawan Mangrove Forest, sabi ni Shane Ann. Saan? Malamang sa Palawan yun. Okay. That's one. Mindanao, Eastern Visayas Rainforests. Ayan. And many more. Ayan. Sierra Madre. Pwede. Okay. Yung rainforest po sa Mindoro. Okay. So, the Mindoro Rainforest. Okay. Sierra Madre po in Cagayan. Ayan. Alright. So, thank you. Miss Abule, please proceed.
Restaurants are essential component of tourism as they feed the tourists. Dito naman po, hindi lang po tayo nag-offer ng places po, kundi nag-offer po tayo ng food sa mga turista na nagta-travel. Example po dito yung mga nagbi-business trip po. Or yung mga turista na nagta-travel dahil gusto lang nila matikman ko ano yung meron doon sa lugar na yun. Like example po, gusto mo po ng bulalo, di ba po? Ang famous po dito is yung sa Tagaytay po. Doon marami po, di ba?
But did you know that bulalo, well, I don't know really the origin of bulalo. But yung bulalo na recipe ng Tagaytay was really originated in what province, Miss Abule? Do you know where?
Hindi po, sir.
Okay. It really, sige, tingnan natin. Hintayin natin kung may nakakaalam sa ating mga students sa live. Bistro. Saan talaga? Kumbaga parang, the question is, saan inangkat ni Tagaytay ang recipe ng bulalo niya? Kasi yung mga recipe ng bulalo ngayon sa Tagaytay is, inano na yan, kumbaga parang inalter na or ang tawag doon, hindi inalter. I'm looking for the right term for modified, hindi naman modified. Basta parang ginawa na nila on their taste. So nakita ko ang tamang sagot, ang unang nakasagot ay si Mr. Basilio. Bakit nagkakagano ng ating Patrick? Okay. Si Mr. Basilio, Batangas. Okay, that's correct. So Batangas po nakuha. Then sumikat lang siya sa Tagaytay. Bakit sa tingin mo, Miss Abule? Bakit mas sumikat yung bulalo sa Tagaytay?
Kasi po 'di ba sa Tagaytay may weather po na malamig po doon.
Yes, correct. Very good, Miss Abule. So, since ang bulalo should serve hot, okay? And the weather in Tagaytay is cold, perfect for the weather. So, ang daming nagsulputang bulaluhan sa Tagaytay. And so, dun siya mas naging kilala. Okay? Oo nga, sabi ni Miss Sa Batangas po talaga, sir, sabi ni si Russell Robles. Okay. Alright, thank you so much. Next, please.
Next is roadside attraction, are unique man-made structures that create interest of highways. They are located at rest stop en route a long journey and provide interesting distraction. They are normally surrounded by a park. So dito naman po sa roadside attraction, isa po sa purpose nito kung bakit po siya ginawa is upang makaakit po ng turista. Example po nito is yung, kung alam niyo po yung doon sa may Tagaytay, yung may malaki po dong kamay. Di ba marami po doon napunta na mga ibang turista tapos nagpapapicture po sila. Tapos po yung isa naman po is sa may Baguio po. So, sir, pwede po ba silang magbigay ng iba pong roadside attraction na alam pa po nila?
Okay, sorry. Nawala yung audio ko. Sorry, guys. So aside from the example ni Miss Abule na the lion head in Baguio, what other roadside attraction you know, guys? Lion's Head, roadside Manila Bay, Intramuros, Star City po. Okay, Blue Lagoon Pagudpod. Ayan, yung pwede rin yun, yung mga windmill. Ayan, pwede yan maging roadside attraction. Okay? And other basta any structure that caught your attention alongside of the road can be considered as a roadside attraction. Okay?
Yung sa example po pala, sir, yung sa first picture po, sa US po yan.
Yes.
Tapos yung sa second po, sa Amerika po.
Anong pagkakaiba ng sa US at saka sa Amerika?
Hindi ko po alam.
US is United States of America. Right?
Ayaw nga pala. Pares lang.
Okay. Okay. Sabi ni Mr. Digit. Okay. So marami even here in the Philippines, marami tayong roadside attractions. I think kahit sa sa may, I don't know if it's part of Rizal, yung mga windmill na nandoon. But yun, that are roadside attractions. Okay? Next, please, Ms. Abule.
Next po. Ski resort have been spurred by the spread of winter sports made popular by British leisure classes since the late 19th century. The Fun Ski and Snow Festival organized by the Korea Tourism is a successful Asian center for ski sports, which includes ski and sled competitions, ski and snowboard lesson, performance, and recreational activities. So dito po, wala po ako mabibigay dito sa bansa po natin. Kasi
Bakit?
Po tayo. Wala pong snow, sir. Dito.
Wala bang snow. Correct. So since wala tayong snow, wala tayong mga ski resorts here in the Philippines. So mostly yan sa mga sa Japan, yan. Saan pa ba? Sa Canada, sa Amerika, yan. Yun lang. Sa Korea also. I don't know in Russia. When we went in Japan, we are not able to experience the skiing kasi pumunta kami doon summer, 'di ba? Saya. Summer towards the rainy season in Japan. So sayang, hindi ko na-experience. But hopefully, after this pandemic, ma-experience namin siya at makabili kami sa Japan. Ayan. So, gusto ko din yung ma-experience yung sasakay ka ng cable car, tapos mag-ski ka kahit mababa lang. Ganun lang. Anyway, so moving forward, Miss Abule, please.
Next po is spas have encouraged health tourism since the 18th century of Britain. Spas are places with supposedly health-giving mineral waters, treating diseases from gut to liver disorder and bronchitis. Famous spas in Britain are found in Bath, Buxton, Harrogate, and Tunbridge Wells. So, dito naman po sa spas, ang base po dun sa research ko, yung hot spring po is nakakapag-increase po siya ng blood flow, circulation, and metabolism po. Tapos kung may mga sakit-sakit na nga rin po sa mga balat, yun po, nakakatulong po siya.
Well, it's not only the spa na may mga hot spring, okay? Kahit yung simple massage, mga massage clinic or massage what we call establishments natin here, yan. Pwede din natin yung ibigay na example. One popular spa resort is the in ano pangalan nun? Dito lang sa sa may malapit sa MOA. Key Wellness Living, hindi yan. Anong tawag doon? Wensha. Tama ba? Tama ba ako, Miss Abule? Wensha nga ba yun? Are you familiar with that?
Hindi pa po. Hindi ko po
pa.
alam, sir.
Okay. So, Nurture Spa Village, that is in Tagaytay. Well, it's really in Amadeo, but it's near the boundary of Tagaytay. Okay. Ace Water Spa. Yan, sa Manila yan. Familiar ako dyan. Okay. Okay. Next.
Next po is, ayan po yung example sa British spa po.
In Japan, syempre yun ang ibibigay ko example kasi yun yung experience ko. Marami din silang mga hot spring spa doon. So after your or before your massage, pwede ka maglublub dyan. Yan, and then imamassage ka and then or vice versa or magpamassage ka muna tapos tsaka ka magka-hot bath. Pwede yun. Okay? Next
po is waterfalls have a fascination of sheer power of nature. The Niagara Falls in Canada that is the best example where tourism was well planned and built around it. Today it has hotel, restaurants, casinos, souvenir shops, boat rides, etc. that makes the visit one big carnival. So yung sa waterfalls, familiar naman po tayo dito, di ba? Yung mga example po dito is yung Pagsanan Falls sa Laguna, yung Maria Cristina Falls po sa Lanao,
Very
tapos yung
good.
Kawasan Falls in Cebu po, tapos yung last is Pumalog Falls in Cebu rin po.
Alright.
So yun po yung mga example.
Very good, Miss Abule.
Pwede
Okay.
pa po ba sila magbigay, sir?
Actually,
Ng ilang example po?
may nakikita ko if you can
Po.
dyan. Maria Cristina Falls, Malibik Falls, Maria Cristina Patil, Seven Falls in Bacolod, Tinago Falls, ayan, Abaga Falls, ayan. Wala silang nilalagay na lugar eh. So, ang alam ko lang ay syempre sa Pagsanhan in Laguna, ayan, Taytay Falls. Alright. Okay, thank you so much. Next, please.
Last po is, ayan po pala yung example.
That is the Niagara Falls in Canada. Tama ba?
Opo.
Canada, yeah.
Last po is zoos have attracted both children and adults. They get a chance to visit up close many animals that they would never see normally. So yung dito naman po, ini-establish po yung gantong ano, para po yung mga wild animal is makita po natin doon sa lugar na yun. Pwede po natin siyang mahawakan or yun po. Yung example po nito is Manila Zoo.
Mhm.
Tapos yung isa po is Safari and Subic po.
Okay. Sa Miss Esquariaga, malulobat na po yata yung ano mo. Yung laptop niya. Okay. So that is the one or popular zoos in our country. So we also have the Safari, Subic, yan, Malabon Zoo meron din. Manila Ocean Park is an example of aquaria. Subic Safari. Cebu Safari Carmen. Sabi ni Mr. Lambino. Ayan. Sa Tagaytay meron din na maliit ka, although maliit lang siya. Okay, it's not that big zoo like the Subic Safari and the Manila Zoo. Yun, Residence Inn. Okay. And many more. Okay, so hindi lang tayo familiar because hindi tayo taga roon. So most probably ang mga alam lang natin is yung malapit sa atin and yung really popular. Okay? Okay, is that all, Miss Abule?
Opo, yun lang po, sir. Thank you po.
Alright. Thank you so much. So who will summarize your report? May nakita akong summary. Maybe your leader can summarize. Miss Buena Obra. Ay, sorry. Miss Esquariaga.
Wait lang po, sir.
Actually, yung Residence Inn Zoo in Tagaytay ay parang binago nila yung pangalan nila. Hindi lang ako familiar kung ano yung pinalit nilang pangalan. Mrs. Coriaga, please.
Okay po. So for the summary, tourism is a viable revenue earner for a nation's GDP. People like travel and are constantly looking for places to experience and learn, as also for recreation and leisure. Tourism is led by the government who creates such conditions to make travel easy. The move is to have tourism that does not damage nature and create such activities and programs to enhance nature. So, lahat naman na po yan, summary namin, is natakal na po namin last week and ngayon. So, alam ko naman po na naiintindihan na po nila kung ano po talaga yung role ng tourism.
Okay.
And for the last is, ito po yung mga key terms. So, for the adventure tourism, parang review na lang po to.
Okay.
So yung
Please.
adventure tourism is a tourism involving exploration or travel to remote, inaccessible and possibly hostile areas. Cultural tourism that is concerned with the country's or region's culture, especially its art, and the disposable income, money to spend on non-essential items like leisure. Domestic
Leisure
tourism,
po yun, Miss Esquariaga. It's leisure.
essential items like leisure.
Very good.
Domestic tourism, residents of a country traveling within that country.
So example niyan, for example, ang example niyan is that if I will go to Cebu or Bohol or
Kunyari po, Basta hindi ka po lalabas ng bansa natin.
Alright. That is domestic tourism. Next is,
Yung heritage tourism naman po. Tourism that showcase the cultural heritage of the past. So ito na nga po yung sinabi po namin na it's all about past. So dito po natin yun sa heritage tourism. Napapakita yung mga cultural natin before. And yung inbound tourism, yung foreigners, non-residents traveling to a country. And next is leisure, passive entertainment or rest. Outbound tourism, residents traveling to another country. So ito na po yung, kunyari, ako from Philippines, so mag-travel ako papuntang Korea. So yun yung tinatawag nating outbound tourism. Pupunta ka sa
so
ibang lugar.
alam niyo na po yung difference ng inbound tourism and then outbound tourism. Outbound, ibig sabihin, one person ay lalabas ng kanyang country going to another country. And inbound tourism naman po is the other way around. Okay? Foreigners na non-resident na hindi nakatira, for example, here in the Philippines, papasok ng bansa natin, magta-travel dito. Okay? That is inbound tourism. Okay?
Yes po.
Alright.
Tapos yung pilgrimage naman is a long journey of search of great moral significance. And recreation, an active revitalization of the mind and body in a profit way. Spas, sites of natural mineral springs, and the last is tourism. It is the act or travel away from home for predominantly recreational or leisure purposes.
Alright.
And that's all po.
Alright. Okay, so do you have any additional information, clarification po from our students on our live? Meron po ba? Okay, so I will give you time to review, okay? Because we're going to have a quiz, okay? So thank you to our reporters, Abule, Alejo, Arahan, Escoriaga, the leader, Pineda, Macam, Perida. Si Celeste, wala talaga, hindi siya umattend, hindi siya nag-participate sa sa inyong report.
Ano po sir, nag-participate po siya.
Anong
Yung
ginawa?
ginawa niya po, yung sa pilgrimage, lang po, parang nag-video po siya habang nagre-report. Kasi hindi po namin na-play last week.
Okay, so are we able to play it now? Can we?
Okay po.
Pwede ba?
I-play ko po
Yes,
ngayon.
please, para makita natin. I think si Mr. Celeste.
Perida po yung dun. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Modular
so
po kasi sir
yes,
si Celeste po.
so sige, if we can play his report para din So while preparing the quiz ninyo, so i-play natin yung report ni Mr. Celeste. Please.
When we hear the word pilgrimage, the word
Sarinig niyo po?
Naririnig ko.
But pilgrimage is a long path or journey when it comes to religious matter. Every member of religious matter should take pilgrimage and those people called pilgrims. This was marked off because the Christian made it a significant duty. It was said that the pilgrimage brought prosperity to the modern era, where pilgrimage is prominent. Well-known place, Jerusalem, the most important pilgrimage place, to remember Jesus' final week, known as Holy Week. Garden of Gethsemane, visited for contemplation. Church of Holy Sepulchre. People believe that this is where Jesus crucified and this is where he was buried. Garden of Doves, where Jesus resurrected and death happened. Via Dolorosa, it was said that the bastion is where Jesus carried the cross. Church of the Ascension, where Jesus rose into heaven and basically that the established the church as the footprint of Jesus. Mecca, for Muslims, they undertake the pilgrimage to the holy city in Maslan, in northeast Iran. The pilgrimage in Mecca, called Hajj. Hajj means to attend journey. Solomon Temple, center of Jewish. First temple that was built by Israelis to show how they honored their God. It was said that this is where the Jewish kept the mythical ark. Haifa, Aka, and Baj were the Baha'i faith. Lumbini, Bodh Gaya, Sarnath, and Kuchinagar, prominent faith in Hindu. Kedarnath was visited by carnivores, Benares, and Trupat for the Hindus. Secular tribe pilgrimage, funeral of Pope John Paul II, Elvis Presley, Lenin Mausoleum, Raj Hut, New Delhi, India, and Samadhi of Mahatma Gandhi.
Sir, okay na po.
So, yun na yun.
Opo.
Alright. Sige. Okay. So, that is the same thing that Mr. Perida reported, right?
Yes po.
Okay. Okay. Sige. Anyway, I will just send you a personal message, Miss Esquariaga, okay?
Okay po, sir.
Alright. So, thank you so much to the group 2. Okay? Led by Miss Esquariaga, and to all the members, Ferida, Arahan, Abule, Makambuak, Pineda, Celeste, and Alejo. Congratulations, very good. Mukhang ginagalingan ng mga reporters natin ang kanilang mga report. Ayaw talaga nila magpatalo. Although for Mr. Alejo, I was just expecting that yung mga examples natin ay yung mga places na included. Okay? Anyway, so but overall, you did a very good report. Congratulations, Group 2. Palakpakan naman natin ang ating mga reporters. Can I receive a virtual clap from our classmates sa ating YT? Alright, so, So, gusto niyo ba reporters na ngayon tayo mag-quiz for our classmates? Mrs. Quariaga, I want you to decide.
Ano po? Ano po ba, sir, sabi nila?
Pumapalakpak pa lang sila hanggang ngayon. Mukhang ibubuka nila kapag sinabi mo magpapa-quiz tayo ngayon. Rest day, sir, ha, sabi ni Miss Mabini. Wag na mga best friend, sabi ni Hernandez. Clap, clap. Rest day daw, sabi. Wag muna. Wag. Ano?
Next week na lang daw po, sir.
Next week. Okay, sige. So, sige. Kapag next week, dadagdagan ko ng additional 10 yung quiz natin. But anyway, madali lang naman yan eh. Very, di ba madali lang yung quiz natin, Miss Esquariaga?
Yes po, sir.
Okay.
Ano lang, basic.
Basic lang yan. Okay. Okay, sige. Next week. Oo na nga, kukulit eh. Alright, sige. Next week, we're going to have a quiz before the group 3 headed by Nuevares, ang ating reporter. Ang kanilang ire-report ay wait lang, tingnan ko nga, lesson tourism infrastructure, if I am not mistaken. Tama ba? Kasi role of tourism then tourism infrastructure. Okay, sige. Okay, we're going to have a quiz. Alright? Next week. Sir, pinagpala ka po talaga. Huwag niyo na akong bulahin. Okay. Sige, next week at exactly 1 p.m. isisend ko yung link agad-agad sa ating GC. Okay? Gwapo nyo, sir. Okay. So, at exactly 1 p.m., kailangan po ay ready na kayo to take the quiz. Oh, I love you too. Alright? And then, I think you can answer the quiz for about 30 minutes. No? So, 1:30, yung mga reporters should have their Google Meet link ready para di pa ako ang dali-dali lang ng ESE. English lang yan eh. Sabert ang gifted. Sige, ang gagaling yung mambola, no? Mga first year pa lang kayo, ganyan na kayo. Namamas ko po, sabi ni Mr. Hernandez. Ni Hernandez. Okay. Anyway, sige. So, 1 to 1:30 is your quiz, and then 1:30 onward is 1 hour na lang. Ay, ang tawag dyan, Miss Boneobra, abuso. Extend po sa time. Madali lang yung quiz, wag kayong mag-alala. Okay, sige, 45 minutes. 45 minutes ang quiz nyo. Alright? So after nun, ay magpo-proceed tayo sa inyong sa report ng Group 3. Okay? So, wala na bang question? Baka may question pa po kayo? Sir, love you po. Naku, tigilan niyo ako. Okay, so may question pa po? Wala na ba? Meron pa po ba? Reporters, wala na pong additional Mrs. Coriaga pa stop presenting na po. Ayan. Okay. Ayan. So, wala na. So, thank you very much. So, since it's already 3 na rin, and hindi na natin sasagarin yung oras natin kasi mabibitin lang tayo sa report ng Group 3 eh. So, at least next week, dire-diretso tayo. Okay? Masarap sana ulam. Okay. Anyway, sige na. Huwag na natin patagalin to. Wait lang pala. I will just send again the attendance. Okay? Para po kayo ay meron din akong reference for your shorten natin para masaya. Sige. I will be sending the link of our attendance here on our chat box in YT. So please, isang link lang yan sinend ko lang ng sinend kasi ang daming always remember Christine Sexy here. Sir. Okay. Alright, so yung pong link, pa-click na lang po and then pa-notify dito sa akin sa YT channel, as YT channel. Yeah. Kung tapos na sa attendance and then we're good to go. So, reporters, again, congratulations. Thank you so much. You did a very good job for today's presentation.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir. Happy Teacher's Day po.
Thank you po.
Thank you. Sino
po,
yun?
sir.
Sino yung bumati ng Happy Teacher's Day sa akin?
Arahan po.
Arahan.
Thank you, Miss Arahan. Thank you, guys. Okay.
Thank you.
Miss Escoriaga, I believe meron pa dapat kayong isesend sa akin na MS Word ng ng report ninyo. Tama ba?
Sir, nasend ko na po
Nasend mo
sa
na ba?
GC natin.
Okay,
Opo.
sige. Yeah, re-reviewin ko na lang doon, ha?
Okay po, sir.
Sa mga po, pa-take po ng screenshot ng proof ng inyong attendance na sinagutan nyo dun sa forms, and also dito sa ating sa channel na you are present. At least 1 or 2 meron kayong screenshot para po meron kayong ebidensya para pag nagka hulihan man, I mean pag nagkasingilan tayo, okay, meron kayong ipapamuka sa akin na, sir, bakit ganyan lang grade ko? Okay, napasok naman ako. Well, that will only affect your attendance, which is only 10%. Pero kailangan nyo pa rin pong gumawa ng effort, mag-aral maigi, because yung quiz nyo po, ayan, is big chunk of your grade, which is 50%. Okay? Lahat po ng mga quiz po natin ay 50% of your grade. Okay po, maliwanag po yan, ha. From the very beginning of our class, dun pa lang sa introduction video ko, maliwanag po yan that your quizzes is 50% of your grade. Okay? And yung attendance nyo po ay only 10%. But 10% is a big factor din. Kasi kung hindi naman kayo pumapasok, o nagtitake nga kayo ng quiz, hindi rin naman kayo napasok, edi bali wala lang din yun. Okay? So, yung activities po, isisend ko na lang po sa classroom natin, ha? So, yung instruction po, ibibigay ko po doon. Alright? Kung may further clarification for your activity, saan na lang? Sa next class na lang natin. So, I will make 2 weeks deadline for your activities. Para kung may mga question po kayo sa activities natin, pwede natin siyang i-discuss next class po natin. Alright? So again, thank you so much for attending my class, and thank you for staying in our to my YouTube channel, and reporters, again, thank you so much and congratulations. Have a great day. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye po, sir. Thank you po ulit.
Thank you po.
Thank you.